Hello students, let's read the problem. And it says, the calculator TI Inspire costs $40 more than a TI 84 Plus. A high school bought 15 TI Inspire and 10 TI 84 Plus for a total of $2,725. What is the price of the TI Inspire? Record your answer and fill in the bubbles on the grid below. So what I'm looking for is I want to find the price for the Inspire, right? That's what I want. Now, if you go back to the question, I do have both calculators, some kind of explanation about them, right? So in the first one says that the TI Inspire is actually more expensive than the 84, right? Because it says TI Inspire costs 40 more dollars than the 84 Plus. So I can see that the Inspire is more expensive than the TI 84. And it says it's telling you how many they bought for each one of those. So they got 15 Inspire and 10 84. Okay, and it says that the total was $2,725. So the first thing I want to do is we need to identify who's going to be my X for this one. Says the Inspire is more expensive than the 84, then my 84 is going to be my X. Okay, so when I write the comparison, I will say that the TI Inspire is going to be actually X plus 40 because it says that it's more expensive than the 84. So I'm going to write it down on the side. So I'm going to say this is my TI 84, and that will be represented with X. Then I have the TI Inspire, and that will be represented with X plus 40. Because remember, it says that the Inspire is $40 more than the 84, right? Okay, so what do I know about the problem? Well, it says that they bought 15 Inspires and TI 84s, they bought only 10. So what do I know about my equation if I want to set up something? Well, I do know that between the TI Inspires that they bought and the TI 84s that they bought, the total was $2,725, right? That's what we know. And I do know that they bought 15 Inspires, right? So I'm going to multiply 15 times the price of the Inspires, which is represented with X plus 40. So I'm going to write down here 15 times X plus 40 plus how many TI 84s did they buy? 10. So I'm going to multiply 10 times the price of the 84s, which I still do not know, but it's going to be represented with X. And the total for this is 2,725. So now I can see that I have variables, right? I have parentheses. So I need to do my distributive property. So I'm going to multiply 15 times X and 15 times 40. And I am going to get what? Well, I'm going to get 15X plus 600 plus 10 times X is just 10X. And all of that is equals to 2,725. Okay, so notice how I have now X's and X's. Luckily for us, they're on the same side. So I'm not really getting rid of them. I'm going to do what is called combining like terms. So I am going to combine 15X plus 10X. Okay, and when I combine them, I get 25X plus 600 equals 2,725, right? What I need to do next, of course, notice how good I only have one term with X's, okay? So I need to get rid of it, or I need to eliminate my constant, which is 600. So I will subtract 600 on both sides. Remember, whatever you do on one side, do it to the other side. So I'm going to cancel this, and I'm going to end it up with 25X equals to 2,125. So it's getting better. Now my term it's only 25x, right? Now, how do I eliminate 25? Well, 25, it's multiplying the x. The opposite of multiplying is dividing. Therefore, I'm going to divide both of them by 25. Remember, whatever you do on one side, you do it to the other side. 25 divided by 25 gives me a 1. And we agree that 1x is the same as x. So I'm going to write down just x by itself, and I get 85. Now remember, we were talking about money, so that's dollars, right? Now that's the price for x. That's the value for x. But that's not the question, right? X is who? And I'm going to come back over here. X is a TI-84. So that means that the price for that TI-84 is going to be, and I'm going to write down here, so the price is $85 for that. But that's not the question, right? Because the question is actually asking me to find the price for the TI Inspire, and I double highlighted, right? So this is the one I'm looking for, okay? And that, I will need to actually replace X with 85. So I'm going to write down 85 plus 40, because remember, that's the value for X. When I add 85 plus 40, I get $125. So the price of the TI Inspire is actually $125. Okay, so I'm gonna write down my answer on the grid, right? And 125, I don't need to write down 125.00. Can just write it like that. It's a positive. So a lot of people say, well, when it's positive, I don't have to bubble in the positive, and you're completely right. You don't have to. I just like bubbling because I have the sense that one of them two needs to be shaded, right? And I'm gonna bubble in the 125. This is the 1. The next column, it's 2. And the last one has a 5. And that will be my answer.